Hey guys, welcome back to Pierce County Spotlight. We're out here at the Port of Tacoma today talking with Georgette Bonagoski, who is in business development at the Seaport Alliance. Let's go have a chat. I'm Mike Renard and I love where I live. I'm here to spotlight your neighbors in Pierce County from all walks of life doing great things in our community. We want you to hear their stories, feel their passion, and get a few laughs along the way. We believe in good stuff in, good stuff out. This is Pierce County Spotlight. Hey guys, welcome back to Pierce County Spotlight. We are with Georgette Bonagoski with the Northwest Seaport Alliance. We're excited to get to know you a little bit.
Thanks, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about you, who you are, where you're from, and how you got here.
I am born and raised in Tacoma. I went to St. Pat's Stadium High School, and then went to Washington State University over in Pullman, studied finance and accounting, and then after I graduated, I took the next step, got a job with a company called Kiewit, and was doing some financial reporting for some of these major construction projects in the state of Washington, like Hood Canal Bridge and 520 Bridge, and got some good opportunity to work on some really key maritime infrastructure projects, and then that was a great start, but a lot of moving around, and eventually just wanted to kind of be a little bit more closer to home.
Plant some roots.
Correct, yes. So started with the Port of Tacoma 10 years ago, and then about 6 years ago, the Port of Tacoma and Port of Seattle combined their marine cargo business.
I just learned this.
The Northwest Seaport Alliance, it's about 6 years old, and my role within our team is I work on the commercial side, on the business development team. So our main function is working with the shippers, the importers, and the exporters, helping facilitate their container shipments in and out of Seattle and Tacoma, and kind of being a resource they can depend on to get their cargo where it needs to be.
So you're splitting time between Seattle and Tacoma?
Correct,
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So why ports? How did you was it just a career opportunity? And what did that transition look like from kind of sounds like the private side into this space?
Being in Tacoma, born and raised and being here my whole life, I've seen the ports. I think the ports are pretty visible. You see container ships come in, you see a lot of the activities with grain and vessels and rail cars, but in a way there is that visibility, but there's also a little mystery to it. It's kind of intriguing. I think there's so many different areas of the port operations, and that's a little fascinating. So there's environmental and real estate and
we were talking off camera. You don't really understand kind of what goes on here. It's just this big space right underneath our nose.
Right, and I think the economic impact too, it's substantial locally, but it's also on a global level, which I think is pretty.
Absolutely. And so talk a little bit about educate the people, like how many ships are coming in here on an annual basis, and how many containers and.
So we, in Tacoma, we have 3 international container terminals, and we have 2 domestic terminals servicing the Hawaii and Alaska markets. And then in Seattle, we have 3 international container terminals and 1 domestic barge service to Alaska and Hawaii. So we're the 4th largest gateway as far as ports go.
Like
Seattle,
in the nation?
Correct, yeah, North America. We have LA Long Beach is number 1. They're doing the majority of the volume. And then New York, New Jersey, and Savannah.
Georgia, yeah. So when you're not at work, what are you doing for fun?
Trying to get outside a little bit, and it's so beautiful in the area, so I like to do some gardening, and I go out to eat. And my husband, he's loves hot rods and classic cars, so we go for drives and just try to capitalize on those months of June through September.
Our only real warm weather. What drives? What are you guys driving?
Right now, I actually have the very first car that I've ever bought, so I still have my Honda Accord from back in the day. But he's got a number of options to choose from. So
tell me about a time where you knew that you were meant for this role, on the business development side, that you're proud of. Tell me about a time, maybe a story that sticks out to where you know that you're in the right place, in the right community, doing all the good stuff.
Yeah, I would say an example that comes to mind is, so when I would come home from Wazoo, I would usually get a job in the summer working at Abercrombie one of the summers, and mainly I just did it for the free clothes, I think, that summer. But since I came to the port, that's actually an import account that I've formed a pretty solid relationship with, and they do quite a bit of volume through Seattle and Tacoma. But last month I got to go visit their campus and headquarters in Columbus, Ohio. So that's where their distribution centers are. So it was a pretty cool opportunity to go see their operation and kind of get a holistic view of how product comes from origin and the whole process, and ultimately how it gets to the consumer. So I'll say that was kind of a full circle moment.
Totally. That's really cool.
Yeah, but it is there are times when importers reach out to us and maybe they have hot cargo or containers that are really urgent.
Okay, hot cargo. To the layman, what does that mean?
Yeah, like super important, like high priority cargo that needs to get delivered. So sometimes we'll work with importers to help facilitate getting containers, out to where they need to be.
So basically, y'all are problem solvers on a giant level.
Yeah, problem solvers, yeah, definitely.
That. So good.
Yeah.
Okay, rapid fire. Georgette, what's your favorite season?
Fall.
Yeah?
Hands down, the leaves changing.
Favorite color?
Probably red.
Favorite recent vacation?
It's been a while. What's it called? Destin,
Oh,
Florida.
Really? Never
yeah.
been.
And it was amazing.
Really
White
pretty?
sand beaches.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. I love that.
Yeah.
What? How come? Just vacation?
Vacation and just like to sit on the beach and relax. Awesome. That was the goal.
So good.
Yeah.
Favorite band or singer?
I love Whitney, Mariah, Celine, the OGs.
Yeah.
But we did recently see Eric Church at the Gorge, and he was
I heard he's
awesome.
really talented.
Awesome.
Yeah. Love that. What's your biggest pet peeve?
This might be a little odd, but it is probably when people leave like minutes or time on the microwave. Like I can't. It's like just clear it, clear it off.
I love that. What's your morning routine?
So my husband, he's an early riser, so kind of by default, I've become one myself, and so get up, have some lemon water. That's kind of our new routine. Trying to get on that health bandwagon, and have some coffee and kind of get lined up for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time are you usually rolling into work?
Officially at 8 a.m., but I work with a lot of the importers in the East Coast and Midwest, so try to get in front of that. Yes.
What's the best place to grab a burger?
My Tacoma roots would say Frisco Freeze, for sure. Yeah.
Which superpower would you choose?
Probably mind reading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Name something you collect.
I kind of unintentionally started collecting wine corks, and from a specific winery. So from Cave B Winery, that's kind of in Eastern Washington. And then any like wiener dog memorabilia.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have a wiener dog?
I do.
Oh.
I do. Yeah.
Dachshund, right?
Dachshund, yeah.
If you could have any car, what would you choose?
That's a tough one. Probably a convertible.
What dish do you cook best?
Probably get the best feedback on like meatloaf or lasagna, scalloped potatoes. You do some fried rice. A lot of comfort food.
Name your favorite movie growing up.
Oh, my favorite movie. I like a lot of the rom-coms. I don't know, like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, Sweet Home Alabama. I know that's
all the Matthew McConaughey flicks.
Yeah, I like Quentin Tarantino. Pulp Fiction is probably a classic.
Solid choice.
Yeah.
What never fails to make you laugh?
I gotta go with myself. I think at the end of the day, I can always probably make myself laugh. And I say if you can't make yourself laugh,
That's a
then,
key quality.
you know.
Yeah, key quality. If you were to write a book, what would it be about?
You know, I think there was a time when I lived alone, and I would say if I wrote a book, it would probably be a cookbook on really how to make a meal last, because I can turn any leftover into another meal beyond that.
That's a talent, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that. If there was a movie made about you, who would play you?
Hopefully someone award-winning. I don't know, maybe Cameron Diaz could come out of retirement.
Who's your favorite coworker? Hopefully they watch.
Well, I don't know, I might be disappointing, but Ruby, my dog's been my main coworker for the last, 2-year time frame, so I gotta go with her, although we are getting back into the office.
Yeah,
so.
all right. And lastly, Georgette, what's next for you here at the Alliance?
I think that, the industry is going through so much change, and we're just gonna continue to work with the users of our ports and make sure that we're there as a resource for them and kind of grow our gateway. Yeah, just keep supporting the imports and the exports. Yeah.
Love that. Georgette Bonagoski.
Yeah.
Thanks for sitting down.
Thanks.
And done.